In this video, I'd like to discuss why building your client list is so critical to your success in modeling or just in general business. So you've heard me talk about building a list multiple times throughout the other videos. Now in this video, I'm going to explain to you what a list is, how to build one, and exactly what to do in order to use your list to its full potential. So first off, what is a list? Well, a list is simply a list of your clients. Now, it can be your service clients, it can be businesses you've worked with, people that are just interested in you. And in the end, it's your money printing press. Now, the list usually contains emails, phone numbers, addresses, and other details of the person. It's a way for you to reach them. Typically, the list starts with emails, but it can grow as you start shipping products, and then you can start collecting addresses and then sending out postcards and so forth to build the relationship process. Now, the more information you know, the deeper the connection. So think of this like having a friend. When you first meet a friend, you just know them person to person. Maybe it's through somebody else, and you might know their phone number. Over time, you may get to know where they live and eventually develop a deeper relationship. So here's what a list looks like. If we go to my Aweber account, which is what I use to manage my list, and we log in, you can see that I currently have 8 subscribers today, 5 subscribers from yesterday, and 1,233 total subscribers from before. Now, if you like this Aweber account, you can go ahead and sign up with the link under the video. But in either case, if I go to the subscribers and manage my subscribers, here is my list of subscribers. And of course, I do have the information blocked for safety reasons for my subscribers and for their privacy. But basically, it's a list of all the different people that are on your mailing list. So that way you can continuously build the relationship process. Now, one thing you may want to do is have multiple lists, just as a quick overview. Now, in here, I have different types of lists. Some lists have a little bit of subscribers. Other lists have many subscribers. Like this one has 850 subscribed, and others only have maybe 200 people subscribed. So the beauty behind a list is you can also see how many people opened your emails, how many people clicked the links in your email. So there's a lot of statistics, but that's a quick list overview. In essence, this list is my moneymaker. And the reason it's my moneymaker is because it allows me to build these relationships, since most people do not buy instantly. Only about 15% of the people buy right away from when they hear about your product, your service, your offerings, and about 85% of the people purchase sometime in the future. Think of this like buying a vehicle or a car. You don't just go to a lot and just buy the first one that you see. You want to test drive 1, 2, maybe 3 different vehicles and go look around. So you want to build up a relationship with the car, with the vehicle, and maybe the sales staff if you're buying it from a dealership. Now, the list in essence helps you build a connection with people on a larger scale. So as your list grows to 100, 500, 1,000, 10,000, 200,000 people, it allows you to connect with them on a deeper level rather than just posting on Facebook, Twitter, and so forth, which is very impersonal in a sense unless you're connecting people directly. So that's what a list helps you do. And in the end, it allows you to send offers to your most and loyal fans or customers directly. So you're probably wondering, why can't I use Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube subscribers? And why do I need a mailing list service, or what's the reason behind it? Well, the thing is that not everyone goes on Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube. And even if they go on it, it's usually not as frequently. Second thing is that emails are more focused on than social media. Just think about it. What are you using to log on to Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube? It's an email address. So email isn't going away anytime soon. Think about it also in terms of when you're reading your emails versus when you're reading Twitter or Facebook. Normally, when you're reading your emails, you're focused in on the subject line because it's directly focused on you. Whereas on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, you're just skimming a lot of the headlines and you're just trying to see if there's anything that catches your interest or attention. So the fact is since everybody's got email, since you're using your email to connect with a lot of websites, it's almost your security pass. you can reach your audience at any time with email. So even if they don't log in, such as on Facebook or Twitter for a few days, they will still have your email in their inbox. Whereas in Facebook or Twitter, it might be buried, lots of posts deep, and they may never even get a chance to see it. Since email can be looked at any time, this creates a deeper connection. It helps you build a reputation, and it gives you more trust when you're making an offer to promote something to someone. Now, this could be a sponsorship that you're promoting, such as for a health food thing that you're using or taking. It could be for a clothing line that, you buy these types of clothes and people are interested in your clothes. So then you make this offer and you'll get commission off the sale. And the reason people would purchase it is because they have that deeper connection with you through the email list. So what can you use to manage your list? Well, my personal favorite is Aweber, and this is the panel that you saw earlier. The reason I like it is because it has a high mail delivery rate. There's very few bounces, spam issues, because they're very nitpicky on the emails that get sent to subscribers. Now you can also see how many people subscribed to you today, how many people subscribed to you yesterday, your total subscriber list. Also, when people open the email, you can see who clicked on the links and which links they clicked. So it's a great way to really look at the statistics of your different campaigns that you send out. Now, pricing for any of these mailing lists is usually about $20 for an email list of about 2,000, which is a great starting point. Another list management company that you can use is GetResponse. And I also like GetResponse. The pricing is all very similar, so it really comes down to a question of who you use for your mailing list company rather than the price, because the price is very minimal compared to what you're getting in value. So GetResponse is also about $20. They have their email creator, which is just like Aweber, autoresponders, landing pages, and so forth. So they have some tools that you can use, and they have a lot of good customers. So I also like GetResponse, and they're a great company. After these two primary companies, there's also some others you may want to check out, such as Constant Contact or MailChimp. Now, I'm not big on Constant Contact or MailChimp. The reason I'm not a huge fan of Constant Contact is the panel is usually not that great. The pricing's a little bit more pricier than Aweber as well, if you look at the pricing and compare it side by side. And using it in the past, it just didn't seem as friendly to me in terms of the panel or ease of use. And then you have MailChimp, and I'm not a huge fan of MailChimp because of their terms of services, especially for modeling industries. And the reason for that is even if you send out like a sexually explicit email, maybe it's a sexy photo, your account can be banned. So it's kind of sort of at their discretion. Your account may even get flagged as a dating service. So, of course they do some investigating, but you have to be careful. And also if you do some affiliate marketing, that means selling or promoting other people's products when you're a model, then again, it's against their terms of service. And if you're a model that does some adult nudity or modeling, then you also can't sell adult novelty items or reference those. So again, you need to be really careful with the terms of services on all of these companies, but MailChimp I think has one of the worst terms of service in terms of prohibited contact. So just again, go ahead and do your due diligence, but I would personally stay away from MailChimp just because of this prohibited content issues. So let's look at how you can build your list. Now, the way you can build your list is by starting out with a promotion or offer. You make a promise. Now, this can be on a Facebook post. It could be on an ad. It can be on Twitter. It can be on YouTube, on giveaways, on comment places. You're basically promoting an offer. After that offer, you take them to an opt-in page on your website. This is where you fill in your email address, your name to collect their data. And then you deliver what you promised initially in your advertising or in your post. So it's a pretty simple process. Make an offer, collect the asset or their email address, and then deliver what you promised them. So the reason you take this route to build your list is because you want to be able to send them future offers. So let's just say, for an example, I'm targeting business owners, and I'm targeting business owners who are interested in models. The way I could approach this is say, learn the 7 tips to get 30 models to your event in 1 single hour. So this would target a business owner who's interested in events, who's interested in promoting their event, and interested in models at their event. If I want to make it more specifically, I could say, learn the 7 secrets to get female models in your door. If I wanted to make it even more specific, I could say, learn the 7 secrets to get 7 beautiful swimsuit models at your event tomorrow. Now, this would be targeting business owners who are interested in swimsuit models. It would be interested in people who have a business or an event. So you're really honing in on the focus. You then take them to the opt-in page. This is where they would fill in the name, the email address, in order to get what you promised earlier. So you could have a video here or just a headline. So the video usually I think sells better, but the headlines oftentimes convert. So you can do both, but try and test out and see what works better. And then once they fill in their name and email address, then you just deliver what you promised. So here, looking at the Facebook page, you can see that you're looking at one ad here, and when you click that ad, you get taken to a email opt-in page. Now, this is an opt-in page because they're trying to promote you or sell to you to get your email address. And once I give them my email address, they can send me things in the future. Now, this is a pretty elaborate collection for an email address. It has multiple videos and it's trying to get your email address. Once I enter my email, I'll be delivered what I was promised. So here's another post example. You can see that if we look at this post, are you ready to experience the client attraction vortex? Join me, there's a link. You click this link, you go to this page, it has a video, and as you read the headline, you scroll down. The whole goal of this page is to get your name and email address to register. So she's making a promise here. You enter your name and email address, and after you enter it, you receive the promise or you get registered for something. And basically, that's what it's all about. It's about collecting these leads on your email list. And that's basically how you build an email list, and that's what it looks like in terms of the process. So what can you offer on this opt-in page, or what kind of promises can you create? Well, you can just create just about anything that your mind can come up with. For example, 3 ways that models explode your business and can make you 10 times your investment. So this could be an article, it could be a video. If you want to get more specific, as I mentioned earlier, 3 ways that fashion models can explode your business. If you want to get even more specific, 3 ways that female fashion models can explode your business. And if you want to get even more in detail, then 3 ways that female fashion models can explode your, and then maternity business maybe. So if you're promoting maternity clothes, then that's what you can do, and create kind of a posting to target these types of businesses if that's what you're interested in modeling in at the time or in the future. Another example could be the 5 ways to get a ton of models to your event for practically nothing. Now, this would be targeted towards business owners who run events. And again, both of these are targeted to businesses. If you want to get more specific on this one, again, you can add in female models, you can add swimsuit, female models. So again, get as specific as possible because having a targeted list is key. Now, you can also build your list based on fans. And with the fans, you can add things like, watch my latest new video from my photo shoot. Just go ahead, enter your name and email address below, and I'll send you my free video from my photo shoot with an in-depth interview. If you're willing to do a little bit of writing, you could write an article on how you became a model and your top 7 secret tips. Maybe this would be targeting some other aspiring models that you want on your mailing list so you can network with them in the future. Finally, if you're willing to give away a little bit of something, maybe a product that you have, you can give people a chance to win a signed photo print and then just ship it to them. So for the $10, you may get hundreds of people on your email list. It's just a question of what kind of list you're trying to build. And finally, one of my favorite or interesting ideas is get a 15-minute one-on-one Skype chat with me and get to interview me. So if you're a model that's popular, maybe you have a lot of Facebook followers, and you want to build your email list because you weren't doing that at the start, then you could do something like get a 15-minute one-on-one Skype chat with me. Just enter your name and email address, and one will be drawn at random. And then at the end of the month, you just draw one at random, and if you want, you can go ahead and record that interview or chat or part of it, and then post a little clip of it maybe on YouTube, or share it with everybody else so they get an insight showing them that you actually did the interview, and it builds a little bit more of a reputation that you're trying to share one another the interview with other people. Now, of course, you do want to tell the person that you're going to record just a little bit of it and then use it, but I wouldn't record everything. But it just gives you a chance to build that email list further. So once you're building the list and you've built it up quite a bit, how do you go about managing your list? Well, the thing is you're basically looking to build the relationship. And to build this relationship, you want to make sure you send consistently. Once a week is fine. You don't want to bombard into people's lives. So once a week is just fine. Even if you do it once every 2 weeks, this is also great. And you can pre-schedule a lot of things in advance. So that way you don't have to be there managing or hit the send button. You can set a time when your list goes out and pre-do your emails months and months in advance. Remember to send only important and relevant content. For example, you don't want to send videos of, hey, this is just me walking my dog, unless you're like Britney Spears or something like that. Instead, send something that contributes to people, that contributes to your list. So like business owners, event owners, or your fans. Send things that add value to them. And for this, you need to know your customer. What are they interested in? What is their frustrations? How can you help them? How can you build their business? How can you connect with them? So remember, it's better to have 500 quality leads than 500,000 bad ones. So if you have 500 quality leads and you release a brand new calendar shoot, then you make an offer, let's say 400 people buy it, that's a huge, like 80% conversion ratio. Whereas if you had 500,000 fans or a 500,000 people list and only 10 people bought it, then that's a really crummy list and people that aren't really interested in your product or service that you have to offer. As a side note, surprise people once in a while. Give out some freebies. This builds goodwill, it helps build your reputation, and it contributes to people. And then in the future, when you present an offer or something to promote, they'll be more interested. You can have multiple lists if necessary, such as a business owner's list, an event owner's list, or a fan-based list. So it's totally up to you how you do it and what areas you're trying to target. But I would definitely recommend you have at least 1 or 2 lists. That way you can segment it and target those people specifically. And don't forget to build an offline list. So if you're selling products, your prints, your photos, all kinds of different things, then make sure you record people's names and addresses so that way you can send a few postcards. Because if you send a few postcards, let's just say you send 3 or 4 postcards a year to every person that has purchased from you, even if you send it just to the business owners, it may only cost you $5 or $10 per year. But what if they hire you for another $300 or $500 job? To spend that $5 on postcards every year, you could, market to them for 10 or 15 years until, the money runs out, basically. Because if they hire you just in the next 3 to 5 years, then you make your money back that easily. And that's one thing that people forget or models don't understand, is they don't connect with these business owners or continue to build that relationship. So spend a few bucks, build that relationships with these business owners and your fans. And once you release something new, or you're in the area, or these people launch another event, then you'll be the first to go to their event or get hired for their event. You'll be the first person that pops into their mind. All right, so I want to also give you a few marketing tips for your list. Remember that it's a give relationship, and then you make an offer. So don't just constantly send them information about the latest, hottest products that you used just so you can get a commission check. don't just focus on promoting stuff, promoting your products, promoting your photo prints, your calendars, your gigs, or things you can do. Always give, and then make an offer. You can also prepare your campaign months in advance. So basically, you can start talking about things early. So for example, if I'm promoting the latest craze in energy drinks, then what I may want to do is talk a lot over the next month or two about my diet, about my fitness schedule, what I'm eating, what I'm drinking. And then when I get a sponsorship, or I already got a sponsorship, I build it up to promote the energy drink, rather than just talking about the makeup that I use and then all of a sudden, hey, this is an energy drink that I use. Instead, you want people interested in the content that you're providing and build them up to it slowly. So if you're trying to promote, let's say, the nail polish that you're using, or a company wants to sponsor you to promote nail polish, instead for the next few weeks, you might talk about beauty techniques, hairstyling techniques, how to look the best, and then later promote the nail polish or some other product from your sponsor. As a side note, sometimes it is better to give and promote an offer during your giving phase. So this would be like creating an article with an affiliate link. So sometimes you show people how to use the product that you're trying to promote. So if it's something a little bit more complicated, maybe to put on mascara, you want to show how to do it or how you do it. Maybe there's a special technique or tactic that you like to use. And then you go ahead and promote the product that you're actually trying to promote from your sponsor. And you give a little bit tip of how to. And people just build a better relationship in that way, so they learn how to use the product better, and they also get a promotional sense. So it's a win-win situation. You win in terms of promoting the product and getting a commission check. Your sponsor wins because it gets people to their website and purchasing their products. And your fan base wins because they are learning how to do something that you are good at. So that's really all there is to it. So start building your list today. Again, I highly recommend going with Aweber. So click the link below this video and start today. You can start for just $1 a day, and it's fantastic company. If you don't use them, check out the other ones like the GetResponse. But I hope this video shows you the importance of building your list, because it's so critical. And without having a list, you're just basically shooting blanks or shooting at a target blindly. So start building your list today. In the next video, we'll talk about building your website and how to integrate the list into your website. So that way you can build a reputation, build a connection with people, look professional, and so forth. So to continue the lesson, just go ahead and click next to watch the next video, and we'll continue in this training course series.